Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching, man. I'm back with the tactics board. We'll crack on with this in a second. But obviously, specifically to 4-3-3, or not even just 4-3-3, well, it is specific to 4-3-3. There's many ways of doing a 4-3-3. I mean, you can go with Lacazette, Aubameyang and Ozil, and that would be mine. And then in real time, you could change that to that. Obviously, I might as well just use the tactics board. Ignore all of this for a second, people. In the sense that obviously if this is Aubameyang, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Lacazette and Ozil. Obviously Ozil's not a winger in it. He can do that, but in real time, this is what I mean, people. He'll come inside. He'll come inside, and it will become a 4-3-3. You could still say it's 4-3-3, but it's really two up front, and Ozil gets the free roaming sort of thing. You come off the flanks. He can where you want him, where you don't really want him, and all of these things. Do you get what I mean? And equally, they can spread wide as well, still making things, because this is what you see in matches. Just because people are fixated in a certain position, don't mean that they have to stay there. So it can work like that. Or if they were, or what I'd ideally like to see, our players use some competency. These people are going to be fullbacks for a second, people. If Ozil's gone narrow, Bellerin, go. Because you've now given their fullback something to think about, sort of thing. And on the other side, obviously the same thing. Obviously, if Bellerin doesn't do that, this left back is free. He can now go forward. Mesut Ozil defends, but he's not the most smartest defensively. If he follows him, cool. But typically, he'll get caught in old habits. This man will be free. And what do you typically see happen to Arsenal? 2v1. Nobody's Superman. You'll get undone. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you do 4-3-3 like that. If you play Reece Nelson with Aubameyang and Lacazette, which I'd like to see. Mkhitaryan can obviously play there as well, people. So it is a thing. But one I would like to see to a degree is Eddie and Nketiah, not Reece Nelson, Eddie, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Now, for me, I'm a bit cautious with that, because I do believe Eddie is going to get a lot more appearances than people think this year, purely because if you look at our bench, there's not really anything we can say we're bringing off the bench to make a difference. We ain't got it's not like there's pace with Walcott that can come and disrupt certain games. We ain't really, Eddie's that, but we ain't really got a poacher like that. We ain't really got, according to different match situations, people to come off the bench in it. So I think Eddie has a good chance to stake his claim, especially coming off the bench, because if Lacazette and Aubameyang ain't firing, there's no one, we need someone to do something, and Eddie's still young and somewhat untested for all his potential. But yeah, one reason I say 4-3-3 between them three up front is because it will be amazing. Obviously, it seems like Aubameyang will be the one to do the flank thing, but they'll all mix up. I mean, this is what I'd like to see. We all know Eddie's a very good finisher. Very good. It don't matter if it's on his head, left foot, right foot, toenail, bum. It don't matter, innit? He puts in goals. But one thing people underrate him for, in my opinion, is his hold-up play out wide and through the middle, and 2, his link-up play, and 3, his ability to work the channels. He's young and exuberant. He'll work the channels. He'll come deep, dragging people out of position. He'll go long. And obviously, you see Lacazette, out of all the 3 strikers that are in this, Lacazette's probably the most messed technically. Aubameyang's the best goal scorer. Lacazette's the most messed technically. So he's going to typically drop deep. These become midfielders now. He's going to drop deep to try and play make. So a centre-half has to follow him. Now this is where it gets interesting, because Aubameyang can now exploit this space, because now there's a decision to make. If these centre-halves and the left and the right back are smart enough, they can double up on him. But to which he would one of them is going to have to make the decision, especially if Kolar or Monreal is joining the attack. There's going to be spaces developing, to which Nketiah can exploit. Do you see what I'm saying? Not only that, 3 strikers, they can rotate. Sometimes Lacazette go out here. Sometimes Aubameyang go through the middle and Eddie out wide. Sometimes 2 men are going to move these out the way. Sometimes 2 men, which you do see with Lacazette and Aubameyang, 2 men are going to drop deep. People are going to try and pick up men. There's now space, because you see it. He's technically onside. So if a fullback switches off and it's 1v1, someone is going to score, people. So I do think 4-3-3 with 3 strikers could be an avenue. Obviously, like I said, there's many ways. If it's probably not that, then it's the Ozil one, like I said. But I'd also like Nelson to get games there. I don't really know what I'm doing here now. I'm talking more than I need to talk. But Nelson, he's a direct winger of sorts. He'll take man on. Obviously, you're now seeing he's getting a bit hypnotised with the Arsenal first team. He covers his side a lot and makes it very narrow. This is why I say our fullbacks need to do better in the attacking sense, because there's so much space down the flanks. Oh, wow. There's so much space down, too excited there, but there's so much space down the flanks, generally speaking. And if we're going to be a narrow team, if we're not going to sign a winger that we all want, as much as I love Nelson, for example, Our fullbacks need to both assist more and just be nuisances more, because I don't feel like Cola's better going forward defensively. Monreal's not that bad. Bellerin can improve, but it's not that bad. But when you look at of previous years, Danny Rose and Walker, for example, we need to be like that. We need to move like wingers. We need to be threats out wide. I want to see early crosses, because Lacazette makes lovely movements, so does Aubameyang. And Eddie Nketiah, in this example, will do the same. You don't need to give him 2 chances. You've seen Eddie in his short time as a professional. He's on bits. But yeah, man, there's not much more to say. My chest is sweating like I went gym and that. But yeah, man, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish. I'm out, man. You know I'm the best YouTuber at this. Lucas Torreira is out, man.